Hi guys, it's Dustin and I just got back from a trip from San Francisco, so I'm gonna unpack real quick and then we can catch up. One second. I finally bought grow lights for my plant here because I saw your guys' comments about how there's not enough light in my room for this plant. Let me turn it off real quick though while I film. I just really hate the look of grow lights. It is so ugly. I got the ones where you can like kind of bend them and put it behind the plant, so I'm hoping it can kind of be more of like a spotlight effect. I tried working around it. I put that paper lantern there because I was like, ooh, I beat the system. Life hack. I have grow light bulbs. I can put it in there. It's next to the plant. It's gonna help it grow, right? No. I texted my friend Benji being like, oh, like, look what I did. Do you think this is gonna work? And he was like, no, it's not. Because the light bulb gets diffused by the paper lantern and it's also too far from the plant. If you guys have been looking for grow lights though, I'll leave those that I got linked down below, as well as any other products that I mention or show in this video. I feel like I do a really bad job at linking things and you guys always ask me where things are from and I'm kind of just like, figure it out. That's my new goal. I just got back from climbing, did a full-on shower, shampooed. I haven't shampooed my hair in 10 days, which is crazy. And since we're already talking about hair, I might as well get in my little hair care. After a shower, how I kind of style my hair or take care of it, I guess, is I use this biotin thickening spray. I don't know if it actually does anything. I probably would not purchase this again, but it smells really good. I kind of just use it because I have it. I'm pretty sure it was like 20 bucks, so it's kind of expensive. And this is my newest favorite product. It's the Lush Super Milk, which is so TikTok, blah, 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 whatever. Finally bit the bullet, got it. Y'all, this smells hella good. Love it. It's creamy, citrusy scent. It's a conditioning hair primer. I'd be lying if I said I don't use this just because it smells good and it makes my hair smell good. And when I walk by people, people can smell it. Because I feel like scent in your hair is what people smell first when you walk by someone. Like that's my goal always, is to like walk by someone and people be like, damn, that guy smells good. And I do think it actually does help condition my hair, makes it feel softer, helps the waves look a little bit cleaner and put together, not frizzy. And then I scrunch it in. Oh wait, I actually do have a mirror. Today I wanted to catch up with you guys and I'm gonna do that while I get ready. And then I think I'm just gonna vlog like little clips throughout my day. I just got back from climbing. It's been a while since I climbed. I honestly should pause my membership because I've been traveling so much lately that I haven't had time to go to my climbing gym and that shit is expensive. I've also been breaking out a lot lately. I think it's because my diet hasn't been the best, and also I was traveling the past week and a half and I kind of ran out of moisturizer and stuff like that. I also tried new products and every time I try a new product, it always breaks me out. Really love climbing, but I find myself getting bored of it lately because I have no climbing friends. I just feel a bit unmotivated when I'm there by myself because I don't know, it's just more fun when you climb with people, right? If anyone is in the Sacramento area and wants to climb with me, please let me know because I desperately need climbing friends. Did I put on sunscreen? Damn it, let me go wash my face. I'll be right back. Man, that was hella annoying, but I guess on the bright side, I can show you guys quickly my current skincare routine. I cleanse with the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, this hyaluronic serum, CeraVe Moisturizer, eye cream. I need some water. You guys like my new water bottle? I lost all my water bottles at the airport because I've been traveling so frequently. I just love the handle and the shape and like, also it has a little ice blocker so you can like drink water easier. Speaking of that, I was in San Francisco for like the past 10 days. To make a long story short, I signed up for this random website where you can pet sit for people from all around the world in exchange stay at their house just so you can have free accommodation when you're traveling places. I'm really on the most random side quest. So yeah, I pretty much cat sat and stayed at a complete stranger's house. As a concept, sounds crazy, but it really wasn't that crazy. I didn't even meet them until like the very end when I was leaving. Overall though, a really good experience. I'd honestly recommend. Not sponsored, but if you want to try that out, I'll leave my referral link in the description. I think if you get a discount on that website if you use it, because you do have to pay a yearly subscription to be a part of the website. Because I'm a good actress. Na, 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 na. I'm seeing Lord in October, by the way. So if you guys are at the Seattle show, let me know, hit me up. The main reason I wanted to go to San Francisco is because it was a place I was potentially thinking of moving. So I have been thinking about where I want my next move to be. San Francisco has always been a place I've thought about other than LA. And since I've already lived in LA, I wanted to kind of explore the idea of San Francisco a little bit more just to try out something new. But yeah, my time in San Francisco was so nice, so fun. I didn't realize how much nature is so accessible there, and Northern California nature has Southern California nature beat. Like, that's the one thing I didn't like about living in LA was the nature was so subpar. Like, people would look at a dead field of grass and be like, wow, LA's nature is so beautiful. Are y'all kidding me? But yeah, the pros from my experience is that I've gotten way more comfortable with San Francisco. I got to see it in a new light. I saw the appeal of it. Pros of San Francisco: the nature, the accessibility to beaches, and just overall accessibility of the city. It's a walkable city. You can use public transportation, but also it's such a small city that everything is like pretty drivable. Personally, when I was there, I loved how you could just drive 15 minutes anywhere and get like to a completely different part of the city. Like, I didn't really experience any traffic. And if I did experience traffic, it wasn't that bad. Like, max anywhere it took me like 30 minutes to get somewhere, which compared to LA, 30 minutes is the norm. And I also really loved the park culture, the architecture, and everyone was outside. Like, Golden State Park I went to was so nice. It was very reminiscent and reminded me of like Central Park. I feel like I need to visit there again for even a longer term, maybe even a month, to really see if I want to live there. There are some cons. The number one thing being that it is cold there. Like, it's mid-July right now. Summer nights, mid-July. And it was around 60 degrees there with wind. And I don't know, it's summertime. I like being able to have like a hot summer, going to the beach, laying out. And trust and believe, coldness aside, I still was pulled up to that beach, okay? I made it work. I just, you know when you like hover down real low and just like stay low to the ground, and then it's like still kind of nice because the wind isn't hitting you. Also, the beaches there are actually really nice. Other than it being cold, it's super accessible. The parking is free, because in LA, when you go to the beach, often you have to pay for parking. And also, I was able to find a parking spot everywhere I went in San Francisco. Like, I thought that would be the biggest challenge, was finding a parking spot, but everywhere I went, I surprisingly was able to find one. I don't know, there was just like ample parking. But it was cold, and honestly, that is kind of a deal breaker for me. Also, another thing is that it's a really techie city. There were so many billboards for AI and just tech brands, and I don't know if that's the environment that I want to live in, especially because I am a creative. Compared to LA, like, everyone in LA is a creative. It's so easy to find creative friends, while in San Francisco, I feel like you'd really have to like search for that scene, which is something I kind of don't want to do. I've also caught the travel bug again. I'm doing a lot of travel. Well, I've been doing a lot of traveling within the US, but I'm going to LA soon because I got invited to the 20’s concert, and also I want to try to go to the Olivia Dean concert if I can somehow get tickets. But also, I just booked my tickets to go to Spain. I'm gonna be going for 2 weeks at the end of September, beginning October. This was kind of spontaneous of me. I wasn't planning on doing any international travel this year just because I did so much of that last year, and also money's been really tight lately, so I was like, oh, maybe that's not like a good choice. But my significant other is going to Spain around the same time, and they invited me, and I was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna freaking go. Because I feel like I've just been in such a weird mental space, which I'll talk about later in this video, and I also talked about this specifically in depth on my recent podcast episode. But I'm trying to be spontaneous, live in the moment, do the things I want to do so I don't live a life of regret when I'm older. Like, I don't want to wish my life away. If you guys have any recs on cities to visit, things to do, please let me know. I have been to Barcelona once for like 3 days, so other than that, I don't really know anything. I'm trying to master the fake freckle to make it look real. You can barely see it, but I think that's the key to like make it look real, is when it's like subtle. Also, I'm planning to go to New York in November as well, which I'm really excited about. I've always wanted to experience an autumn in New York. I just bought this fragrance when I was in San Francisco. It's a fragrance I've been wanting since February, and I finally got it. It's Aesop's Arnair. Smells so good. I love it. Lastly, I do want to do a bit of a mental, hold on. Lastly, I do want to do a mental health check-in. So mentally, I have not been at the best place. And honestly, one thing could be that I've been having a very cold summer. I spent a majority of my summer in Seattle, which is pretty cold during June, and also in San Francisco, which is also very cold in the summer. It's really odd. I haven't been feeling necessarily super sad, but there's this sort of eeriness that lingers. Just something's off, and I feel very similar to when I did in high school when I lived back at home. One of the things I've been dealing with a lot is my lack of excitement for things. For some reason, it's been very rare for me to truly be excited about something. Whether it's travel or a really cool career opportunity or something like that, I find myself not excitedly anticipating it. I feel like I go through the motions and feel a bit underwhelmed all the time. Like, I feel grateful to be doing whatever thing I'm doing, but I'm not excited, if that makes sense. Unless it's something super rare or stimulating too. Other than that, I feel like everything, it just feels super lackluster to me. I think there's multiple other reasons. Another one being my home life. I don't think moving back home was a really good choice for me. I've already talked about this in my podcast, but my home life isn't the best, hence the move. But I won't be able to move until after my travels. And also another reason I think is my career. Well, I'm really grateful for the opportunities I've been able to get the past few months. I'm not where I want to be in my career. I've discussed this a lot in my past vlogs and stuff like that, feeling lost in your 20s. I think this is a very normal part of that. But I just feel like I've fallen behind, especially to my peers, which I'm not one to compare myself to my peers very often, but it's hard when, you know, you've all started in the same place, but other people are kind of growing more than you, and it's kind of just like, oh, like, but I feel like I'm working just as hard and producing things that are just as good. And I don't know, I just feel like I've almost declined in my progress. That's probably another reason why I just don't feel excited about things, just because the career opportunities were much more exciting before when I was growing a lot. And now that I've kind of like declined, I feel like the opportunities aren't as exciting anymore. Because when your career is growing, obviously you get even more cooler opportunities, and I just feel like I didn't get that. And I hate saying this because I don't want to come off ungrateful, but I think you guys know me well enough that I have always been really ambitious, so I think these are just very normal and valid emotions. And I've discussed these things with my friends, and my significant other actually brought up to me about my lack of excitement for things might be depression, which is something I never actually thought I really had because my emotions have never felt intense enough. I go through different periods, like some periods I feel okay and happy, and other periods I feel lower and like unmotivated and low energy. But then my significant other was like, nope, that can still be depression. And I was like, oh. So yeah, that's kind of the mental health update, and I think I'm gonna actually get into therapy, which our sponsor today is actually BetterHelp, and they make starting therapy easy. They have a questionnaire to match you with the therapist, and if it's not the right fit, you can just switch whenever you want. And they also have over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, so BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. If you'd like to try out therapy on BetterHelp, you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Dustin or clicking the link in the description. Thank you, BetterHelp, for supporting this channel. I wrote my first love letter. Love letters are a concept that I've always loved and wanted to participate in, but sadly, spent most of my life single. Now that I'm in a relationship, the time has finally come where I can write love letters. I wrote this for our 6 months. I don't know if love letters are super common anymore. I think if they're not, they need to make a comeback. There's something so special about a love letter, or letters in general, especially in this digital age. It's very rare to receive like a handwritten letter. I think there's something so sentimental about someone taking the time to write out a handwritten letter and like putting it in an envelope, mailing it to you, and the time you have to wait to receive the letter and then being able to open it and like having something tangible in your hands. I just love the intentionality, and I think that really shows a lot of love. I was so extra with this love letter, trying to be romantic. Like, I tried to dye the envelopes. It ended up kind of bad backfiring. I wanted it just to look a little bit old and aged, but it ended up just looking dirty and muddy. But it's fine. This one ended up being okay. Also, I used this paper that I actually cut from a package from Cost. They have like really nice packaging. Like, I don't know what about it. When I feel it, I'm like, this is a nice high quality piece of paper. So I cut it up and saved it with the intention of writing love letters with them. So I've had this sitting on my desk for months and it's recycling. I also took a whole evening to write the love letter. Like, I wrote a rough draft on Notion and then wrote it on paper, and I sprayed the love letter with some perfume. This is Earl Grey perfume actually, because I thought that Earl Grey tea would make the envelope smell like Earl Grey, but it doesn't, so I sprayed some perfume on it. Also, so when they smell it, it reminds them of me. Scents are what transports you back in time to like memories. I didn't want to have to deal with actually wax sealing because that just seems really messy, so I got these wax sealed stickers which look really real. I actually don't know if they're real wax or not, I can't tell, but they look really good. So now it looks like a real love letter, or is it giving more like Hogwarts acceptance? I don't know. I wish I had cuter stamps though, because this one's an American flag and it's just like, it's not even giving ethical Kane Vinyl, even though I think she's canceled now. But I have so many of them that I'm like, might as well just use these. But yeah, I just wanted to share this process with you guys. I also lit this candle just because I feel like it'd be wrong to make a love letter without candlelight. Get to them safe. Boop. So I always see lifestyle YouTubers talk about the books that they've been reading, and personally, I read about 2 books a year, so I cannot do that. I'm actually currently reading On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I'll let you guys know how I like it. So far, I'm really loving it. It's hitting a little too close to home. But you know what media I do consume consistently is films. And you guys seem to really like that video I did a long time ago where I shared with you guys my favorite films. So I thought I would kind of bring that theme back and share with you guys some of the films I've watched recently. And I kind of want to make this like a regular thing on my channel. Also, I wanted to show you guys that I got a Paper Republic journal. This is the pocket size. I got it engraved. I haven't gotten to use it yet because I literally just got it. I already have a summer journal that I started, so I want to finish this before I get into this one. I wanted the pocket size because it feels a little less intimidating and I feel like it can fit in my pocket and just be more convenient. This is my newest prized possession. Here's everything I watched this past month. I haven't really been watching too many films lately, at least not as much as usual, because I've been rewatching Steven Universe. I recently have been getting back into my 50s kick. I love movies from the 1950s. Other than any Audrey Hepburn movie, for some reason, I cannot get down with the Audrey Hepburn movie. But I was watching The 7-Year Itch last night. I still need to finish that. And also the other day, I watched Rear Window, a 1954 film directed by Hitchcock, which this is actually my first Hitchcock film I've ever seen, which is kind of wild. It's about a wheelchair-bound photographer who spies on his neighbors from his apartment window and becomes convinced one of them has committed murder. So this is a very popular theme that I think has been recycled over the years. It is a classic film bro movie, but it's still good nonetheless. It's a mystery thriller, but it's not scary because it's from the 1950s, because I don't do good with scary things. And the filming is beautiful. I love the set. I love the intentionality and the shots. And it has to be intentional because most of the movie is in the point of view through a window. I just really loved being able to see the mini plot lines through every single window and how they're all interacting with each other. It's so cool. Funeral Parade of Roses. This is a 1969 film directed by Toshio Matsumoto. In 1960s Tokyo, Ganda owns a bar in which the gay crossdresser and the trans scene meet. Ganda is in a relationship with the madam of the bar, Lita. As the younger Eddie starts a passionate affair with Ganda, she ignites the jealousy of Lita, unaware of another kind of history between them. So I watched this during a Pride showing. After watching this and walking out of the theater, I did not like this film. To make a long story short, it's really weird. It's like one of those artsy weird movies, which I tend to not be able to digest right away. It's just not really the type of film I like to watch. But after discussing the film with my friends, it made me kind of see in a new light and have a little bit more appreciation for it. While I can't say I love it, I can say it is a really groundbreaking and unique film, especially for the 60s. Like, if I watched this in the 60s, I would have had my mind blown. Overall, it is a really beautiful film, incredibly well shot, very creative, funny, but weird. Like, only watch this if you want to watch a weird movie. It also is a little gory as well, which I did not know going into it, and I do not do good with gore, so keep that in mind. Lastly, I want to talk about To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. This is a 1995 film directed by Biban Kidron. I watched a lot of queer films this past month because it was Pride. Manhattan Drag Queens, Vita Boheme, and Noxema Jackson impressed regional judges in a competition, securing berth in the Nationals in Los Angeles. When the two meet pathetic drag novice Chichi Rodriguez, one of the losers that evening, the charmed Vita and Noxema agreed to take the hopeless youngster under their joined wing. Soon, the three set off on a madcap road trip across America and struggled to make it to Los Angeles in time. I watched this in a group setting. We were actually about to go head to a road trip to go camping, so this was like the perfect movie before we went. This is such a wholesome, feel-good movie, and it's so funny. A really good movie to watch with a group of friends, and especially in times like these, politically, I feel like everyone should just watch this movie. Not saying it's like incredibly groundbreaking in that way where it'll like solve all the world's problems, but it is like a little like, oh, it does give you a touch of hope in humanity. Those are kind of the standout films for me this past month. A quick rapid fire. Under the Tuscan Sun, mid. I only watched this because it was on the flight. Like, it had a good, strong start, but then the second half kind of fell off. Past Lives, this was a rewatch and it was obviously so beautiful, but I think my first time watching it was a bit more magical because I watched it on a plane. The Wedding Planner, this is another movie I watched on the plane. I thought it was cute. The ending was like kind of interesting. I liked how it was set in San Francisco, and I like Matthew McConaughey's little glasses. Also, J-Lo apparently is Italian in this, so that's interesting. Mi gente Italian. I watched Atsuko's comedy special, Father. I honestly think her HBO special was better. And lastly, Say Anything. I only watched this because I wanted to see the iconic boombox scene, but it honestly didn't even hit as hard as I thought it would. Overall, the movie was kind of just all right, and also I thought the money scheming plot was sort of random. And those are the films I watched this past month. I'm gonna end off the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment. What films have you watched this past month? I do have a podcast, Park Your Butt, on Spotify and YouTube, as well as music that is streaming on all platforms. If you'd like to show extra support, I do have merch and tote bags listed on Depop, as well as a Patreon with extra content. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate and love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!